All right. So the purpose of this call is just to help us learn about how to balance our bodies using these kind of ancient techniques. And as we arrive into the balance of ourselves through these techniques, the central channel opens up. And as the central channel opens up, we are able to tap into our highest expression. And in tapping into that divine wisdom, that highest expression, we are able to basically become completely in flow and aligned with God, with source frequency, with the frequency of unconditional love. And in doing that, that's like the most important thing right now. I feel like this year, 2025, we're noticing so much is going on already, with the fires in California. And what we are learning and seeing from this external thing is like we have no ability to control anything outside of us. The only thing that we can control is ourself and our connection to our hearts. If we are, for example, sustaining ourselves through consuming something outside of ourselves, that will, and that thing is taken away, for example, in a fire or in a flood or in some type of natural disaster, we will be devastated. But if we learn how to cultivate the love and the source of our fulfillment from deep within ourselves, then anything in the external can be taken away and we are still connected to that light. And so that's what I'm going to try to teach us today through these practices that I've learned by going to India and traveling. And I learned some of these in Costa Rica and in different places. These are ancient techniques. So we'll begin by doing a short meditation. And this meditation is going to be balancing all the energy centers of the body. And by balancing the energy centers of the body, all of the different parts of us kind of come into balance and into presence. So find a comfortable place to sit, or if you prefer to lie down, you can lie down. And allow yourself to just arrive to this present moment. Begin to take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Release yourself of anything that's come before this moment or anything that is going to come after this moment. Allow yourself to be fully present in the here and now. Notice the sounds around you. What is the furthest sound that you hear? And what is the closest sound that you hear? Now we'll begin to balance the different energy centers of the body. Each center is located in a different part of our body. We'll begin with the Earth Star energy center, which is actually located below our body. So focus on the 12 inches below your spinal column and feel this energy connecting to the core of Mother Earth. This is our grounding, earthly connection. Next, focus on your root. See the color red and a spinning wheel. Feel the energy of this spinning wheel bringing coherence and peace to this chakra in your body. The root chakra is responsible for our sense of groundedness. When it's in balance, we have balance within our home and within our relationships. So feel this balance now. Next, we will focus on our sacral chakra, which is our womb space. And feel this area coming into balance now. This is our center of creation, literally the place where we birth humans as well as ideas. Feel this energy center and all of your reproductive organs and the glands present here coming into balance. Next, focus on your solar plexus or the center of your belly. You can imagine the color yellow and a yellow spinning wheel, again, bringing harmony, bringing coherence to this energy center. This is the place where our core values reside, our confidence. So feel yourself connected now to your core values, who you are, as well as your sense of confidence, your purpose, what you're here to do on this planet. Next, we'll focus on our heart. The color green, you're imagining a green spinning wheel, again, bringing coherence to this energy center, just through your awareness. Breathing into this energy center, and this is the center of giving and receiving love. Feel coherence entering into this energy center as your shoulders drop away from your ears and your heart literally expands. Feel the expansion of your heart with the frequencies of love, of joy, and of peace. Next, focus on your throat. The throat chakra or energy center can be balanced with the blue spinning wheel. So just imagining a blue spinning wheel bringing coherence to this energy center. When in balance, our throat chakra allows us to remain in the balance of when to speak and when to remain silent. There are times when it's absolutely necessary to speak up, for our ability to speak our truth. So feel harmony and coherence coming into this throat chakra. Next, focus on the center of your head, the pineal gland, known as the third eye or Ajna chakra. You can see the color indigo and an indigo spinning wheel bringing coherence to this energy center. This is our center of intuition. Focus all of your attention now on this energy center, the center of your head, the pineal gland, bringing coherence to this gland and bringing deep sense of intuition, divine wisdom into your experience now. Lastly, focus on the crown, the color purple. You can imagine that your crown is now opening to the frequency of source, to the frequency of unconditional love. And as you open your crown with this intention, with this clarity of intention, to be connected to the frequency of God, of oneness, of wholeness, of unity. Now feel all of the energy centers flooding with light as you open up this energy center. Feeling every single one of the energy centers now coming online as you fully feel balanced in your body. You may feel like a spinning sensation, or you may see colors, or you may feel nothing. Everything is fine. Whatever your experience is, honor it in presence, in breath, in awareness, as the observer. Take a few moments to just receive divine light. Even if you don't feel it, you can just intend that light is flooding your body, bringing every cell of your body into wholeness and energizing all of your energy centers, as well as all of the organs as you come fully online. Now we'll begin with just thinking of the words that are our guiding principle for this year 2025. So I want you to begin to visualize in the center of your third eye. So focus on the pineal gland with your eyes closed, and you're going to imagine yourself as your highest expression. Imagine it's the last day of 2025. It's New Year's Eve. And you're looking back on the year and everything that has happened and transpired. You're looking back on the year. And I want you to ask yourself in this moment is what were the guiding words for this year? What were the guiding words that led me through this year? You can begin to feel what those words are. What does that feel like in your body, each of the words? What are you doing? Who are you with? And feeling all of those words. Make sure your mic is muted. So now we'll begin to slowly come out of this meditative state. So you can rub your palms and then place them over your eyes, cupping over the eyes without touching the eyelashes, and slowly look at your palms. The palms are the roadmap of the soul. So take a moment, even if you don't know how to read a palm, just to be present with the lines that you see. Beautiful. So in your journal or whatever paper that you have, feel free to write down the 3 words, or even if just one word came through, or you can ask yourself now to write down, what are the words for the year? And I love to have these because as things in the external will try to pull us this direction and this direction, having these grounding words can help you steer your boat in the direction that you want for the year. Next, we're going to practice 3 breathwork exercises to balance the elements. So we've balanced the chakras. I don't know how that experience was for you, but I felt incredible energy coming in. It was very powerful. And whether you felt something or not, your experience was perfect for you in this now moment. So now we're going to balance the 3 elements of the body through 3 exercises of breath work. And in doing this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask us to do a retention after each breath work. And I'm going to ask us to focus on our pineal gland. And when you're in that state, I will ask you questions for envisioning this year ahead. All right. So the first breath work we're going to do is to balance Vata. So Vata in traditional Vedic knowledge is the air element. And so the air element is like, digestion. So if we have problems with like constipation, we're basically creating our fire. And this balances our air element in our body. So you're going to basically go inhale, and then you're doing a forceful exhale. All of the breath is from the nose only. And you can go at whatever pace is comfortable for your body. Your hands can be in Chin Mudra with index fingers and thumbs touching. We'll go for about 30 seconds, followed by a 30-second retention hold with a guiding question. So let us begin. X, X. I'm saying X to help you, but you just do the exhale. X, 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 X. You're pumping. Feel the fire in the center of your being activating your confidence, your core values, the center of your being. Feel the element of fire. And exhale. Now we're going to do an internal retention. So you're going to hold, sipping in the air from the base of your spine, inhaling and then holding the breath at your third eye, holding all the muscles of the pelvic floor. So you're creating a lock at the bottom and all of the tension on your third eye. A 30-second retention, or let go when you need to. Focus all of your attention on your third eye. In the realm of your relationships, what do you want to create for this year, or what have you created if you're looking back from the last day of the year? What kind of relationships have you spent your energy on? So thinking about the relationships. And what type of emotions do you feel with the people that you have invested your time and energy with? You can exhale. So think specifically about your romantic partner. What kind of energy do you want to foster with this person, if you have them in your life, or if there's someone you're trying to bring in? Think specifically about your friendships. What kind of friendships? Who are the people that you want to surround yourself with? And think about community and family. And feel the elevated emotions as if you have all of this in the present moment now. Okay, open your eyes, and slowly in your journal, you can write down what kind of relationships that you're going to foster. So you have the romantic, you have the friendships, you have the community, and you have the family. And you can write down specifically what type of energy you want to feel in these relationships. Maybe it's feeling seen, having people that honor you, or maybe it's a relationship that has presence or quality time, or whatever it is, whatever the traits are, whatever came up for you. Okay. And write down last few scribbles. And we're going to do a second breath work exercise. And this is to balance the earth element. So when there's too much earth element, air is the balancing element, right? And so so we did fire and now air. And if you think about those old fires, you would blow into them, or if you've ever made a fire, you'd blow. So we've created the fire, and now we're bringing that fire up through the air, okay? And so this breathwork exercise, again, is going to be the same format. We're going to do it for 30 seconds, a 30-second retention with a visualization or a stimulating question. And then we'll have time to jot down. Okay? So inhale, hands and palms up. Sorry, I'm out of the frame. And maybe I just tilt this up. Okay, inhale, exhale. We can move it back a little so you can see. Okay, inhale and it's all through the nose. And it's a forceful exhale on the way out. Clearing any grief, clearing any sadness, clearing any stuck energy. Okay, slowly stopping. When you feel complete, you might feel a little high. Let that energy come down, grounding that energy. Now again, inhaling from the base of your spine, sipping it up. Inhale, retention, holding at the third eye, sitting silently with focus on your third eye, on your Ajna chakra, on your pineal gland in the center of your head. So the question for the center of us is, how are we contributing to the world? And this contribution can be through our profession. So what is our profession? If at any point you need to exhale, you can exhale, but remain in this meditative state. In the contribution realm, it could be in your purpose work, in your volunteerism, or it could also just be through the embodiment of who you are at your core. So how are you contributing? What are you doing? How does it make you feel? What are you bringing to the world? Who are you serving? What actions do you take to live in this frequency, and what are you exactly doing? Okay. Slowly start to bring awareness back into your now moment, and in your journal, you can write down some notes around service. So who are you serving, your job professionally, your purpose work, and embodiment of how you are going to be embodied in this frequency. Take a few more moments to jot down any notes. And remember, you can always come back to this exercise and finish up as well after we finish the call. Okay, so the next exercise is to balance the fire element. So pitta balancing breath. And pitta is often in the head, is what causes gray hair, too much thinking. And so we're going to inhale on the left side, that's our feminine, where we receive with our fingertips on our shoulders, and exhale on the right. So you can go at whatever pace and keep your eyes open for this exercise. And you're just clearing out the body again. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? Again, go as slow or as fast as you want, keeping eyes open, remaining fully present, with intention to keep the central channel open so that divine guidance may flow in. Okay, excellent. Again, settling the energy back down. Now taking a moment for the internal retention. So inhaling, and you can hold for as long as you want. You can release whenever you want. So inhale, holding at the third eye and holding all of the muscles at the pelvic floor. And this question is in regards to your highest expression. What type of experience do you want to have mentally, spiritually? Are there new things that you want to learn spiritually? Is there something that you want to do to increase your spirituality? Then your physical body. Is there anything that you want to do to become the strongest vessel? Thinking specifically about your physical body. And lastly, in relation to your emotional body, your ability to emotionally regulate. So think of these 4 areas. What are you learning? How are you expanding your mental capacity, your intellect in this coming year? How are you strengthening your spirituality? In this coming year? Physically, imagine yourself on the last day of the year. What physical capacity have you increased to anchor more light of the Creator? In what ways have you strengthened your physical vessel? And if that is the case, what actions?
Confident voice, not too quick.
Make sure you're muted.
It's the most important word you'll ever hear, the words you say to you. So say, I'm confident, I'm self-assured, I'm super.
So making sure to focus on what you want to create in terms of your physical body. Again, like the last day of the year, what have you achieved? And then lastly, in the term, in your ability to emotionally handle different circumstances. To have more compassion, to have more grace. All right, so take a moment and let's jot down what came through. So those again, the first bucket was just imagining yourself as your highest expression. And the buckets were your mental, your physical, spiritual, and emotional bodies. So again, you can imagine yourself on the last day of the year as if you've already embodied that. Okay. Okay, I know we have we have about 10 minutes left, so I want to use this time to help us with crafting a statement for the year. And I love creating a statement for the year because what that helps you do is to be able to turn to that statement any day of the year when you wake up or when you go to bed, and to remember this act of being connected to your higher self. The external is going to throw us a lot. There may be this, that, and the other thing. But if you know who you are, what you were trying to create, you will remain in your center, and your focus and your connection to your higher self is the most important thing. All right. So for the statement, it's very important to write it in the present tense as if it already exists. I think that for me, it's a form of prayer. I do it first thing in the morning. So my statement from last year is like, I'm balanced in all ways, a vessel through which divine expression is expressed. So I say it as soon as I open my eyes, I read it or I say it. And then at the end of your statement, so I'm balanced in all ways, a vessel through which divine energy is expressed as I fully merge with higher self and source frequency, embodying vibrant health, joy, peace, love, abundance, grace, kindness, and freedom as I flow and glow through each now moment with absolute presence. And so it is. So this statement should end with, and so it is. And it can encompass anything that you want to create for this year. Any ways that you might be struggling, like say, like for me, like I know that like I'm struggling with self-worth and like feeling like I need to do more to be worthy of. So you can write a statement that like my worth is inherent, So if there's an area of your life that's you struggling with, say like maybe even like your physical health, and you don't feel vibrant or you don't feel healthy. Like there was times where I was covered in eczema and I had acne all over my face. And I would write my statement, I have vibrant skin, glowing skin. It wasn't the case then. It may be the case now. So my statement is not going to say like I have vibrant skin because I feel like I already have that. But I created it before by connecting to that frequency. So take a moment now to write the statement. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is a work in progress. Just jot down anything. This is just about getting it out. So maybe look at the notes from the previous thing. The statement can combine things with your relationship, with your service, with your highest expression. It can be a combination. And the main thing is that you are bringing down that higher self and grounding that into the presence of now. So you can start with the words I am. So take a few moments to jot down any last notes. And like I said, you can come back to this and work on this. But the most important thing is to write, and so it is. So you are bringing that frequency into the now moment. So you want to end the statement with, and so it is. So we can have this higher expression, basically, that we're drawing in. And in some of the areas, we might not quite be there yet. So when I, for example, didn't have the healthy skin, I'm going to give the example of the healthy skin. So I had eczema all over, but I was like, okay, what does it take to get that? So there's things you can do in the physical realm. Okay, so it might be like healthy, vibrant foods, sauna, sun exposure, all of these things. All right, but it's also feeling that elevated emotion within yourself, connecting to your wholeness. So it's a two-part thing. So connecting to the wholeness and then grounding it in this reality. And so when you do the work on both the spiritual as well as the physical, things come quickly. Like you can manifest like that. All right, I hope that was helpful. That was basically all I wanted to cover, and I wanted to keep it short. So is there anything that you guys would like to share? You guys can unmute. If there's any thoughts, reflections, questions, I'm happy to answer anything now. I read this statement twice a day, first thing in the morning, last thing at night. You're in a theta brainwave state. In the theta state, you're able to really create and manifest because you're tapping into the subconscious mind. So it's very important to read these statements and to believe them, to create them. And again, this was an act of tapping into your higher self. Refine your statement, work on your statement. And I really find that it does really create a lot of amazing things. So the more we can create balance within our own physical vessels, we create that balance in the external. And everything works in balance. If we are too yin, if we're just resting all day, if we're just home all day, that is not balanced either. If we're outside all the day, going, moving, that's not balanced either. And so in this balance that we create within ourselves, we are able to really stay connected to that frequency of the divine and open that central channel. So it's about having the discipline to do internal practices that help us bring us into our yin, and then doing what we need to do for the world. We have responsibilities. We need to eat. We need to be around friends. We need to do different things. So it's all about the balance. Okay, you guys, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much, and many blessings for the new year. And feel free to message me with any private questions as well.